He's gonna come straight towards us.
I don't think he's gonna come straight. He's gonna like zigzag and stuff. Good afternoon. Just another day at the office. I think I was recording.
Yes, another day at the office.
Okay, I want to see how easy it is. Alright, that was anticlimactic. I was kind of hoping you fell. Alright, here's a little background of what's actually happening. We're doing what we call a lifestyle photo shoot. So we're out here with Bryan and we're in this square area. We're gonna go down by the river and we're just filming him in different situations. So we have photos and video to use for whatever we need. Promotional video, trade ads, anything like that. So that's what we're doing today. Or at least right now. There will be more today, but most of that will be me in a chair at a computer editing commercials. But this is the fun part, and we're outside, and it's relatively nice out here. Warm, nice and warm. Love the warmth. Comment below if you know what this building is. If you've been watching for quite a while, there's your tip. Go back and you'll find out what this building is. Also, I'm running out of time on the meter, so I have to go back and drop a few quarters in so I don't get a ticket. Unlike Bryan, if I go past his car, I'm going to show you this. There is no parking meter at all. Bryan and the car behind him both got parking tickets. There's no place for them to pay a fare. But the city of Wilkes-Barre decided that they deserved a parking ticket. So I'm going to change, so my only option is to use this app, because I only got 12 minutes left on this meter, but the app only has 1 star and 13 reviews. If I get a ticket, I'm going to film it, I'm using the app, pay for my parking, and then use this to complain. Okay, I'm home from work. Now, I have 2 game plans for today. Game plan 1 has me talking about cameras. Sony came out with the new A9. It looks amazing, but it's based as a professional photography camera. I am not a professional photographer. I am a professional videographer. Does this mean I can't use the camera? No, not at all. It's still acceptable to do video with a $4,500 camera body, but that's not what it's made for. Still, if I had the money, I would, there's a cat climbing in the background, prefer to spend it on a Sony a7S Mark II because that is geared towards video. But that's not the camera I'm interested in at all. So plan one was to talk about the A9, the Sony a6700, the Lumix GH5, which everyone seems to be going with now, but Micro Four Thirds, I can't wrap my head around that for video, especially for vlogging. What does Micro Four Thirds mean? It effectively means you take whatever the millimeter of your lens is and double it. You have a 10 millimeter lens, you are now looking at a 20 millimeter lens. That's as wide as you can go. When you're vlogging and you're holding a camera in your face, you want to go pretty wide. Now 20, it's still wide angle. I believe anything under 55 millimeters is considered wide angle. But for vlogging, I generally use, it's all upstairs, a Canon 10-18 or a Canon 10-22. But with the Canon 70D, it has a crop factor of 1.6. My brain's not working, let me do some math. That means my 10-18 lens is 16 to 28.8 millimeters, and my 10-22 lens is 16 to 35.2 millimeters. So if you're trying to get zoom, it works in your favor for a crop sensor camera because you're going to get more range out of your lens. If you're trying to get wide, it works against you. Now Micro Four Thirds, the sensor is so small, everything's cut in half. So everything that you take, you need to go like super, super small. I like 10 millimeter for vlogging, so 16 millimeters with the 70D. With a GH5, I would need to get a 8 millimeter lens to get the 16 millimeters that I like. It's also $2,000 for the body. But that was option one. I was gonna go talk about cameras for like 5 or 10 minutes. There's literally a crazy cat back there in the window. She is out of her mind. But Oliver woke me up at 3 a.m. this morning. He didn't have to go to the bathroom because I got out of bed, and he would not get out of bed. He wanted me to snug with him, but all he was putting towards me were paws and then his wet nose on my nose, and he just kept whining. Eventually, when I came down here to try to get him to come outside, I tried to go to sleep on the couch, and that cat that you see right there that's a lunatic and out of her mind, she wouldn't let me sleep. I was supposed to get up at 5 a.m. to run. I literally fell asleep. The last time I looked at my watch, it was 4:47 in the morning. And I fell asleep for a few minutes because my alarm went off at 5:02. So anywhere between 4:47 and 5:02, I finally fell asleep. And then the alarm went off. I could not physically get my body off that couch. I was going to talk about cameras for a while and talk about mainly those three and also the Sony a7S Mark II. But the A9 just came out. I'm not informed enough on it just yet. I haven't even seen any images from the camera. Sony has an image embargo on them. I think in like another week or so, they're finally going to have photos and footage that comes out of the camera. But pre-order price of $4,500 for the body. I mean, I can't even afford a $1,400 Sony a6500. That's a Sony E-mount lens. Full body lens? The lens I want is kind of expensive for a full frame. That's going to be ridiculous. So option two is take Oliver. He's right over here. You could probably hear him licking his paws. We're going to take him out. It's beautiful out there. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Hopefully I can absorb some of those rays and get a little bit more energy. And after that, we're going to get the scooter running. I kind of just want to do a bunch of random things and test out this tripod. I'm definitely very tired. We just left the house. I put his brace on. I put his harness on. I grabbed my car keys. I grabbed poo bags. I grabbed my sunglasses. We walked out of the house. The door was locked. We were walking down the side of the house. I looked down at Oliver. He didn't have a leash on. I didn't grab the leash. The most important part of taking a dog for a walk is bringing your leash and putting the dog on your leash. I had to make him turn around, go back in the yard while I ran back in the house to get the leash. One other point worth mentioning about this tripod. The carabiner on the bottom, every time I move it, you can kind of feel a vibration through the entire handle because it's all aluminum, and it makes me think my camera's gonna fall every time. It's just a little carabiner. So might have to take that off. But it'll be convenient to clip it on my belt loop if I'm not using it. We'll see. It's really day one using it. So right now my Kickstarter is useless. It's seized up, needs to be taken apart and cleaned. And the battery's dead. So this thing is not going to start right now. This camera is going to die. I apologize for being completely exhausted and looking like this today. I will get some sleep tonight. Tomorrow, open mic at World of Brew. There is a new host. I think 2 weeks ago was his first night hosting open mic. I have not seen him MC yet. So tomorrow is going to be fun. I don't know what songs we're going to play yet. Maybe I'll practice a couple tonight. I am so tired. If you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any ideas for things that you would like to see me do, put in the comments down below. I'm open to suggestions. The weather's getting nice. It has to be something that I can reasonably do in northeastern Pennsylvania or in London in June, but not something that's crazy outside the city because I only have like 5 or 6 days in London, so I can't waste an entire day leaving the city. So let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tomorrow, hopefully my eyes don't look like this and look like bags. I don't have to hide them underneath sunglasses. I'm beat. I'm gonna put this back together and probably do the dishes and take a nap. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. for another episode.